BioShock Collection is coming out this September. It's got BioShock 1, BioShock 2, and BioShock Infinite. And to talk about that, we're bringing on Andrew Goldfarb. Hey, babe.
Whoa, I really rolled in. How's it going?
You BioShock, oh, great. So smooth. Just this, you really are 2016 Charlie Brown. I love it.
What's up?
You're the biggest BioShock fan I've ever met in my entire life. Hands down. I don't think there's a, you bought the Vigors that were hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, they had the to scale ones that were like glass bottles. They didn't even have liquid in them. They were just nerdy collectibles, basically.
You actually have the word Big Daddy tattooed above your ass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And in scale, just on my chest.
Which a lot of people have been confused by. Tell us about the BioShock Collection. Why should we be excited? Why should we be worried about the release date? What's going on with this thing?
So it's this thing's leaked forever. Like, we've known about this for a while, just from retailer listings, ESRB, all that stuff. But it is all 3 games, so BioShock 1, 2, and 3, and their DLC for $60 on PS4 and Xbox One, and no multiplayer in BioShock 2. So that's like the general gist of what the collection is. It's out September 13th.
Yeah.
Which is like, when I think of replaying a game, I'd be super down in the summer. Like, now sounds like a really good time for it.
Yeah.
But fall, when all the new games are out, feels like a weird time to like jump into this after Deus Ex and 2 weeks before Final Fantasy.
So I'm one of those people that's actually like not nearly as negative on BioShock 2 as a lot of people are. So I'm kind of excited to replay it. But what kind of, and BioShock Infinite, obviously, more beautiful than it's ever been. Kind of divisive game in terms of the way it all came together, but it's undeniably one of the most special and gorgeous pieces of video game software ever made. What kind of secrets do you think this may hold? Because we don't really know, or maybe we do, it's kind of up in the air, no pun intended, where the BioShock franchise is right now. Ken Levine's not involved. He's working on Twilight Zone. Yeah, he's doing a bunch of movie stuff. It's so funny because, like you say, I'm a big BioShock fan, but there hasn't been much to be a fan of for 3 years, basically. Yeah. So yeah, like when they released the original BioShock, it was on 360, and then a year later it came to PS3. And when they released on PS3, at the end of it, there was a teaser trailer that became BioShock 2. So it's like, I'm kind of hoping that maybe we play this and it ultimately has like a tease for the franchise going next. And where do you think that would be? Like hidden somewhere in some room? Like, are you going to pour over every detail? I know you are.
I mean, 100%. I mean, what could they do next, right? Like, they did under the water, they did in the air. Is it like
you even went through? Didn't you go through the museum stuff in BioShock 2?
Yeah. So they did a thing called the Ultimate Rapture edition that had an Ultimate Rapture collection, maybe that had this museum of orphan concepts, and it'll be on this too. It's basically concept art, but in like a virtual art gallery.
That sounds awesome.
So it's really cool. You like walk up to the paintings and look at them, or like walk up to
you do that with your chin.
You stroke your chin.
Press X to stroke chin.
You can tell you're going to an art gallery.
I like that.
But yeah, that's like, it's basically like interacting with it, which I think would be cool. And it would be cool if maybe even something like that is what's hidden, just like concept art.
So this collection has all the DLC as well, right? All the single-player DLC. So stuff like Minerva's Den, which I've been hearing about for years, but have never gotten a chance to play.
Probably the single tightest like BioShock story as a standalone thing, and that's Steve Gaynor and Carla and all the people who went on to do Gone Home. The people at Fulbright,
and soon to be Tacoma.
Yeah, it's weird. I love to say like, oh, I think the next BioShock game should be, I don't know, in space, but we've got Prey, we've got System Shock, and we've got Tacoma.
And Call of Duty, weirdly.
And Call of Duty. But I mean, like in terms of like really, narrative, like exploration based. What about deep in the mines, under the earth?
Yeah, like even deeper.
Yeah,
that'd be where like no light at all.
You and I did a feature,
Ice Station Zebra kind of thing.
Andrew and I did a feature on IGN years and years ago about speculating where we want the franchise to go next, and we wanted, was it like jungle and?
There was one like up in the trees. There was one. It was.
I wanted like an Ewok village BioShock because the Earth is covered in worms or something.
Yeah, and like you can imagine like more elemental stuff. Like in a volcano is one that like weirdly people always say they want because it would just be like striking and orange and red and hot.
Are you worried about this franchise? Like,
yes, I mean it's like any franchise, right? When you take away the creators and you give it to someone else, like Irrational is done. So this won't be by the people who made 1. 2 was made by a different team. That was 2K Marin. So we'll see. I mean, we haven't really watched someone get the keys to this. I'll be concerned if it's in Rapture or Columbia.
Yeah,
I
know
would
where it
rather
should
see
be.
someone start over.
Planet Pandora.
Don't do this. No, he can stay. He can stay. He can come back.